Hey, I just wanted to film a quick tip on how to capture my dog first. If he wants to see what's going on here. Say hi to everyone. This is D2. Anyways, let me move him out of the way. So in the last few days I've seen a couple of threads about keeping foam down in their skimmer, how to do it. I've been doing this for a while, it works for me. What I do is I've just cleaned my skimmer cup here, so everything's nice and clean. I have a Bubble King 200, double cone 200, so the neck actually comes out. This is actually even easier. Just dry this off real quick. So what I do is I wipe down all of the surfaces where I want foam and skimmate to condense into liquid instead of be all foamy, and that helps it to slide down into the collection cup and prevents the skimmate from, or the foam rather, from bubbling over like out of the top and popping up the lid and all that sort of stuff. I used to have those problems. I probably don't need to do this anymore, but I still do it as part of my routine maintenance. So what I have here is a paper towel with a little bit of vegetable oil on it. I started doing this with Celcon first because I wasn't sure if this was going to be safe or if it would work, and I didn't want it to like go into the aquarium if it was like some other sort of oil. But after doing this for as long as I've been doing it, it's never caused a problem. I switched from Celcon to vegetable oil because it's cheaper, one, and the other is that I just don't have any problems with it going back into the aquarium because I have all the skimmate draining out into an Avast skimmate locker. So I'm never really going to have it overflow, and there's a pressure sensor there that'll turn off my skimmer if it gets too high. So notice that I'm only wiping the surfaces that you don't want foam on, meaning all of like the outside of the neck. I wiped all that down, but the inside is still nice and clean so that foam can climb up on it and bubble over. On the lid, which is probably the least important part, honestly, I go ahead and wipe a little bit on this section here and the top, just to keep it from sort of climbing out of the lid. And then you also need to wipe the inside of the collection cup itself, so this surface area. So I'll do that real quick. I don't think I've ever experienced a foam over since I've been doing this. Also put a light coat on the bottom. You could even leave a little bit of oil down there if you wanted, but honestly I just wipe it down. It's good enough for me. So that's it. We'll put this back on the skimmer here. Spin this on. Of course, since I'm doing this on video, I'm sure it won't spin on easily. Alright, not too bad. Let me adjust this. Alright, so then I'm going to reconnect this drain hose. I think I'm still on the screen. Reconnected. And it's tight. I have this other hose up here, which is fresh air. It comes from outside, although it does go through this carbon filter here. And then it just runs out to the soffit vents of the roof. So that's pretty much it. There's one last other thing that I do that's slightly different. I have this little carbon odor absorber that I made. It's just a little food container with a couple holes and some 3/8 inch push connect fittings and tubing, and then a bag of carbon. And then this just sits on top of my skimmer right into the vent holes. So what that does is all the stinky air that exits the skimmer goes through the carbon, it gets filtered, and my sump area doesn't stink. It's not too bad if I don't use it anymore, but at one point I did have dinos, and when you have dinos, your skimmate stinks. Like it's definitely different than normal. But anyways, I still run this. It keeps my sump a little bit nicer smelling, and I also have a vent that, if you look all the way past the calcium reactor there, you should see a silvery tube or vent hose that sucks air out of my sump area to help reduce the humidity, and dumps it into our utility room. So that's it. That's my tip for keeping foam from bubbling over your skimmer. Thanks. Bye.